You know how people always say, date someone that likes you more. That's what I'm fucking doing. Okay? I'm listening to you guys.
I've been humbled. The dating apps have officially humbled me.
Welcome to Mindy. Today we're breaking down why attractive men don't chase in modern dating. The game has changed. Effort isn't rewarded the same. Women expect attention without offering any back. And the men with real options, they're moving smarter, not harder. Let's get into the clips.
You can only date confident, successful guys. God is not going to let you date down. And look at that as a gift.
You know how people always say, date someone that likes you more. That's what I'm fucking doing. Okay? I'm listening to you guys.
I've been humbled. The dating apps have officially humbled me. You know, you see there's 20 new people interested in you. You're excited to open up the app. The characters that I see. Now listen, I'm not delusional. I know I'm not 20 years old. I know, looks-wise, I don't think I'm a 10. I don't think I'm a 9. I don't think I'm I'm not, I know what I'm bringing to the table, which, I mean, I have self-respect. I'm not a loser. I'm not the girl you wake up next to and have to gnaw your arm off. Like, I get that. These guys, the confidence, I'm not saying, but they think we're matches.
And here, it is the modern dating paradox in real time. A woman who's not delusional, not dramatic, just genuinely shocked at the disconnect between the men swiping on her and the men she actually wants. This is exactly why attractive men don't chase today. They don't have to. Women are getting humbled by the apps, while average men are getting inflated by them. The people she wants aren't chasing, but the ones with unearned confidence are flooding her inbox. And that gap? That's where the frustration comes from.
I was ghosted by a man I really liked, and I just want to vent about it. I gave myself an entire month, 4 whole weeks, to be very hurt about it because I'm a sensitive and emotional cat. I'm not gonna act like I don't care. No, I cared. I don't just give out my time and energy to anybody. Anyway, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. To the point that it threw off my routine. I woke up yesterday like, what the hell's going on, Noon? Over a man, mind you, I never even met before. Yeah, that's the only part I'm ashamed about. And don't worry, I already put myself in timeout. I deserved it. Anyway, so what did I do? Besides hyperfixating on my Spotify playlists, I fixed them and published a lot of them, by the way. I also downloaded dating apps. I'm back on the apps. It's been 3 days, and I am matching left and right out of spite.
I think being with an emotionally unavailable guy is better than dating an emotionally available guy, because you can break up with the emotionally unavailable guy because you're like, babe, you're not here. Okay, we're not going to get there. The hearts aren't going to intertwine. You won't let me be in your skin because you're afraid, and we got to stop this. So you're like, okay, we can end it because of that. You know, like now you know, like it's for that reason. But then when you date an emotionally available guy and you're like, weird, this isn't progressing. Weird, he isn't proposing. Weird, he isn't pulling out my IUD with his teeth. You kind of can't be like, it's because he's like not emotionally available. That's not an excuse. Because once I said that once to a guy, and I was like, yeah, because like you're just like not emotionally available. And he's like, yeah, I am. Like I'm really in tune with my emotions and my feelings, and I just don't have them for you. And I was like, oh. I think you misheard me, because they get confused. I misspoke. They have a list. I think it's bad. Turn your hearing aid on.
This right here is modern dating in one clip. A woman gets ghosted by a man she never even met, spirals for a month, then jumps back on the apps matching out of spite. Meanwhile, the guy who ghosted her, he didn't chase, didn't explain, didn't breadcrumb. He just disappeared. And she still felt it. That's exactly why attractive men don't need to chase today. Women will build an entire emotional storyline off the smallest breadcrumb. She's literally comparing emotionally unavailable guys versus emotionally available ones, and the problem ends up being that the available ones simply aren't available for her. Translation: he's not unavailable, he's just uninterested. And that difference hits way harder.
One time this guy and I were in his bedroom and he was like, you want to turn this bitch into a carnival? And I was like, a carnival? What do you mean by that? And he goes, well, you know how like whenever you go to Dave & Buster's or whatever, you play that game with somebody where you're like both holding the squirt guns and you're racing to see like who can hit the middle target fastest and whoever sets off the alarm wins. And I was like, okay, what's that have to do with us? He was like, you sit with your legs spread eagle and I'll aim my stream on your to see if I can get it to ring and set you off, and then I win the game. It's like we had a carnival, and if I can make you bust by doing that. I was like, oh, that's so fucking weird. Of course you can do that. I would love to try it. So of course I sat butterfly style and let a man pee on my ringer. Anyways, see ya.
When you realize that that guy isn't creepy, you're just not physically attracted to him. I know you thought you were less shallow than that, and it's okay because you're not. I'm not judging you, okay? I am a lot of the times more pleasant when I am physically attracted to someone. Like if a guy who's attractive to me is looking at me, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's looking at me. But when a guy that I don't find attractive looks at me, I'm like, oh my gosh, who's gonna call the police? Like, okay, should I do it? I know you thought you were more evolved and you're not, because pretty privilege is a thing and it runs both ways, and it's okay. Just enjoy it.
Most of the guys who actually have the guts to talk to me are either way too young or they're just not my type.
Why do it always seem like the dudes that you don't like, them be the ones that you need to be with? Them be the ones who treat you the best. They be the ones who just, I don't know, you need to be with them. But it's the ones who treat you so fucking shitty and so like they do your ass in, them the ones that you want to be with.
Eye contact with this super cute guy from like a distance. And then right when I was actually walking by him, I didn't look at him, didn't even look his way at all, didn't speak, just kept walking straight. And he still didn't ask me out. Like, hello, wasn't it obvious that I was into you?
The other day, a man looked me in the face and said, Aubrey, why are there so many single women like you in their 30s who complain about how awful it is to date, how bad the modern day dating pool is? Because I'm a man, I'm single in my 30s, I have no kids, and I have so many options out here. You guys just have to, pick better men. And then he said something along the lines of relationships being a walk in the park or something like that. And I'm over here like, what park are you walking through? Because I'm trekking through Jurassic Park with a machete. I'm glad that you're strolling through Central Park enjoying the scenery, but women are out here fighting for our lives. Hey, in theory, I agree with you. Women should pick better men. But you want to know what that would require? That would require men to, be better. But I'm so glad that you're having a great time dating. I fear it's because you are in fact delusional, but hey, go off, King.
This clip is exactly why attractive men don't chase. She admits it without realizing it. When a guy she likes looks at her, it's flattering. When a guy she doesn't like does the exact same thing, it's call the police. So the only men she actually wants are the ones who already know they don't need to try. She even made eye contact with a guy she liked, but then refused to look at him when she walked past, and still expected him to approach. That's the whole modern dating loop. Women want subtle pursuit, but the men they want get pursued by default, so they don't make any risky moves. And when she says, the good guys are the ones I'm not attracted to, yeah, that's exactly why the top guys sit back and let the attention come to them.
Guys, I went on maybe one of the best first dates I have been on in recent years, but maybe ever this weekend. Okay, here's the story. We met on Hinge and we instantly clicked. I mean, it was just immediate banter, immediate conversation. We got deep, we got surface level. We were just really vibing and we weren't messaging for that long. It was probably just a few hours. Eventually he asks me to coffee. I say yes. He sets it up. He asks, what day are you free? What time? Da-da-da. And your girl's excited. Okay, I don't match with a lot of people very often, but this person totally just struck me. I found him very attractive. I liked his prompts. And again, our conversation flowed so quickly, so easily. So I show up to the coffee shop and he shows up right after me and he walks in and I'm just taken aback. I'm taken aback by his beauty. He is just as gorgeous as his photos, if not even more in person. We meet, we hug. Instantly, we hit it off. It was like that perfect back and forth energy from the chat just translated perfectly into real life. I mean, we literally vibed basically the second we started talking. We get our coffees and we find one table that's available that's nestled right in the corner of the cafe, away from everyone else, like we're in our own little planet. It was literally rom-com coded. And at one point, we were both crying from laughter, literally tears streaming down our face from laughing so hard from something that we were fucking talking about. We went out on Saturday, and it's now Monday. In my book, proper date etiquette is to follow up the next day and say, hey, I had a really great time. Let's set up that second date. But I have not heard from this motherfucker. I told him on the date, I like to be pursued. I like men to lead. I want you to put in the effort. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm available for right now. So I made it clear. So at this point, I haven't heard from him in over a day, and I've decided that I'm going to give it a solid 48-hour window of time. And if I do not hear from him by the end of today, this man has disqualified himself. My husband is not making me wait. There is no lag time with my husband. Okay, I'm giving him a little bit of runway, right? 2 solid days, 48 hours to reach out. But my husband is really fucking excited to lock down that second date. My husband wants me to know for sure that he is interested and he is pursuing me. So yes, I had a wonderful fucking date with this man and I would love to see him again. And we did have great connection and great chemistry, but the date doesn't really fucking matter. What matters is what happens after the date. Consistency, effort, showing your interest. This is what I'm interested in. So we'll see. The clock is turning. He has till fucking midnight. I'll keep you guys posted.
This one is the perfect example of why attractive men don't chase. He gave her a great date, amazing chemistry, tons of laughter, and then absolutely zero urgency afterward. Why? Because men who look like that and who can create that kind of instant vibe know they don't have to. She's sitting there with a 48-hour countdown, calling him my husband, replaying every moment in her head, and he's probably just living life, knowing he has options. She told him she likes to be pursued, but the men she finds the most attractive are usually the ones who aren't pursuing anyone they're used to being chosen. They don't follow up tomorrow. They follow up when they feel like it, and that alone disqualifies them in her mind, but not in theirs. The date was rom-com perfection. The follow-up was reality.
The other day, a man who was completely opposite of my type decided to hit on me and asked for my number. And I was like, what's your resume looking like, okay? He's very comfortable talking to himself in my messages. So the other day, he called me. And I was like, I'm out to eat, can't answer the phone. So of course he hits me with I didn't mean to call you. So I'm like, are you going to pay for my nails? Right? Because if you just think that I'm just like that and you just like what you see and you like what you X, Y, and motherfucking Z, you can pay for my nails. Because if I can pay for a motherfucking haircut, you can pay for some motherfucking nails, okay? Who do you think pay for these? Myself, indeed. Like always, okay? Because I asked this motherfucker, look at you and look at me, okay? I asked this motherfucker, can you pay for my nails? You never in your life had the audacity to say what's in it for me.
For the past couple of weeks, me and a few people have been having these conversations how there's a lack of attractive men in the dating pool. There's a plethora of beautiful women who take care of themselves. They put effort into their hair, their outfits, and their physique. While a lot of men do not do the same thing. They kind of just work a 9 to 5 and just sit and watch football. I digress. But those conversations just unlocked a memory in my head. So it was probably maybe 2 years ago. I was just out and about in the bars, blah, 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 with a few friends. Some guys came to approach us just to talk. And mind you, this man is out of shape, okay? Like beer belly and all. Proceeds to ask me if I think I will be fat after pregnancy and out of shape. Then he follows it up by saying, I cannot be in a relationship or marry a woman who will get fat and out of shape after pregnancy. Sir, you look like you're 36 weeks pregnant and you can't even get pregnant.